Hi, I'm Kenny Anderson, Director of Multicultural Affairs for the City of Huntsville, and welcome to Impact. Each week we bring you exciting information about all of the great things that are happening in our community, and today will be no different. Perhaps you've not heard about it before, but there's an event called the Human Chain right here in this community, and it is designed to build bridges between those individuals in our community who first and foremost recognize their differences, but also understand that those differences should be respected and valued. Joining me today is the founder and president of Asha Kiran. She's back with us again, Bhavani Kakani. Welcome back to our broadcast.
Good to be here, Kenny.
It's good to have you. You know, the last time you were here, of course, you were talking about another wonderful event that I'm sure we'll get a chance to talk about at some point in the future, and that's a Ray of Hope. That's a big event. You got a big one coming up next year, too.
Yes, it's our 10th anniversary next year.
Yeah, so we're excited about that and all the great things that this organization is doing. I think, though, maybe we should even start by telling people what Asha Kiran is so that they can understand the context in which we talk about this Human Chain event.
Asha Kiran means a ray of hope. A ray, from the sun. So that gives that hope to those persons that are experiencing crises. Especially immigrant and foreign-born, someone like me, has come from other countries, other cultures, and has some barriers seeking for help, especially when they are in a situation where they need help. So some of the barriers include language, access to the judicial systems, legal systems, any other normal course of life that you want to get access to. Because of those barriers, they may not be able to get it. So that was the reason Asha Kiran was formed, and it filled a community need, and it provides culturally sensitive services. In the state of Alabama, Asha Kiran's shelter is the only one that provides and says that it provides culturally sensitive services. And you may be wondering, what are these culturally sensitive services? Culturally sensitive means I have grown up in an atmosphere where I may eat different food, I may clothe differently, I may speak differently, I may perceive things differently. Our perceptual lens can be different, and probably ingrained in with us, each one of us, to look at what we are looking at. Say, I may look at you and then I may say, oh, he's handsome. Somebody may say pretty. That may not be, used for boys or men like you, but it may be for girls. But in some situations, they may. I'm just giving you a simple example of how we can, I guess, see what we see, okay, or what we perceive, or perceptual lens. So the culturally sensitive means, say, for example, I may be a Hindu, you may be a Christian, someone else may be Muslim, but we treat them with respect. It doesn't matter what religion they are from. You give them what they need, you take them to where they need to go to pray. Also, some of the religions, say for Jewish, they may want to have a kosher diet. Muslims may want a diet with halal meat. So some of those things we are very cognizant of, especially if they are traumatized and they need to heal. We want to provide them those things that will make them secure. Say, for example, if I'm a vegetarian, as you know, I'm from India, and many people are vegetarians, and some of them may be strict vegetarians. They may not even eat from a vegetable made in the pot where meat was cooked. We may think, oh, nonsense, why do they need to think about all these things when they are in that bad situation? But that's, they are already in trauma. You want those little things that make them feel like they can improve, they are okay, their self-worth is okay. So we try to provide them with those things so that we offer them and ask them what is that they prefer, So we let them do or provide as much as possible what they are used to, rather than saying, oh, no, you need to do this or you need to eat this. This is all we have. We try to provide them and make them feel comfortable.
Yeah. So it's not about conformity. It's about really meeting the person at the place that they are.
Yes.
In terms of their cultural experience, those things, as you said, very importantly, perceptions and the way they experience life.
Yes.
And helping them facilitate whatever the trauma or crisis that they're going through by actually meeting them in their cultural space so that there's a degree of comfort and security and affirmation.
Yes.
Where their culture is valued and respected.
Yes. And you know, already, especially if it is domestic violence or any other violence or abuse, their self-worth and their self-look is so down at that time. They need anything to pull it up, and affirmation, as you were saying, that they are an individual that is being respected and worth. You know, it's not the monetary. They are worth as an individual. So we are trying to affirm that so that they can heal.
Yeah. And Asha Kiran, of course, one of my favorite organizations in this community, just really doing great work. You all have a wonderful annual celebration. As you said, next year's the 10th anniversary.
Yes.
Big ideas for that certainly could come about. And also you do a wonderful event every spring called the Kite Festival. It is one of the most international, diverse cultural activities in our community, attended by thousands of our fellow residents and visitors. And just talk a little bit about that before we get into the human chain.
Yes. The Kite Festival, you know, you were talking before about being harmonious or, you know, being respectful to each other and building bridges. The Kite Festival is one of those events. Of course, we build bridges, you know, in any event that we do. But Kite Festival especially was designed, its theme is soaring for social justice. But no rallies, you know, no demonstrations, but it is with a harmonious way that we are trying to do. And it is, you know, about 85 to 90 nonprofits come together to exhibit and show what is their mission, what are they doing in our community, and what is that we could do to help, the community can help. And one thing is, diverse communities come to that Kite Festival. Just like the kites that are diverse in color, shape, size, they fly freely. You know, same way, you know, we can be with each other at the Kite Festival, even not otherwise. We can be harmonious. One of the things I would like to say is Asha Kiran's vision is to build harmonious and healthy communities. So that's how we fulfill our mission in helping, whether it is domestic violences or crises, because we work with diverse individuals. We are colorblind or we're religious blind, you can say that. Whatever our individual convictions are, it doesn't matter. But we are all one in this community. We work as a team to build that harmony, and that's one of the things we try to do with the human chain. But
right, and that's a great segue, because this whole notion of you have common ground that everybody stands on. Let's call that common ground, in this instance, Madison County. And in Madison County, you have thousands of people, literally 350,000 people.
Yes.
And those 350,000 people each individually have their own unique experiences. As a family unit, they have their own experiences. As a family tree, they have their experiences. As a neighborhood, as a, you have all these different ways that people have their different experiences. And at the same time, these individuals are constantly engaging or interacting with others or challenged to do so. And optimally, as you said, one of the missions of Asha Kiran is to encourage people and promote healthy interaction and dialogue between people. And that's really what the human chain does. So tell us a little bit about what that event is all about.
See, human chain actually is not done in the United States as far as I know. It's done in other countries. Human chain, you bring individuals that are diverse. I mean, the community doesn't matter, all the diverse individuals, all the people in the community, I should say, to come in and hold your hands, because human chain is done to kick off the Domestic Awareness Month. It's a National Domestic Awareness Month is October. So form a chain is pretty, how should I say, pretty convincing to say in solidarity that we are saying no to violence. It can be domestic violence, human trafficking, it doesn't matter, any violence. We are here to be harmoniously working with each other. We are a team. We want to say no to violence in our community.
Yeah.
And we had diverse individuals, whether they are businesses, corporations, one is black, brown, white, it doesn't matter because the violence permeates all communities. We want to work together to say no to violence. And this year, one of the main things is we're doing it all over the state of Alabama. I did not say this to you before. Asha Kiran actually is working not only in Madison County, but I did say our shelter is the only one. But we are going into Jefferson, we are going into Montgomery, we are going into Mobile to work with the existing shelters, work with the first responders to give culturally sensitive trainings because we are all not prepared or cognizant a lot of times the way we live of the cultural nuances. Say for example, if I'm born and raised in United States, there are cultural nuances from south to north, west to east. So there are many things just like that in our population. As you know, actually Madison City is 1:8. 18 out of 8 individuals, 1 person can be a foreign born or an immigrant. I think Huntsville probably about 1 to 12 or 1 to 14. I don't have the exact, but we are growing. Jefferson County has 54 languages.
Wow.
Huntsville has 52 languages. Yeah. So we are so diverse, not only in the population wise, but of course businesses and everything. So getting them together and saying no to the violence all over the state of Alabama. We have about 12 organizations that is collaborating with us. Those are actually shelters, crisis services organizations all through the Alabama. They are doing the event on the same day, same time to show in solidarity all over Alabama that we're doing this human chain.
That is awesome. So tell us when the event is, where it is, and how people can get more information about it.
Okay, this year, actually past 2 years, this is the 4th year. The first 2 years we had done it in Huntsville, and then last year we did it in Madison, and this year also it's at the Dublin Park in Madison. It's actually in the gym, outside of the gym, depending on the weather that day. It's at 2 o'clock. Of course, you're invited, mayor is invited, and we'll have speakers that will be speaking. And also we have flash mob dance. And each county, like Russell County, Jefferson County, Mobile County, many of the, the counties that are doing the human chain event will have their own speakers, will have their own, type of entertainment and probably some type of a food, so that people can mingle around and talk about it and show no to the violence. So this is not only saying no to the violence, but it is building bridges again, because we're working as a team, just like the Kite Festival. Are we looking to say this person is this person is this person is this? No, we're all enjoying the variety of kites.
In the same space.
Same space. Yeah. And we have 85 or more, vendors that are there, non-profit vendors. They are displaying their mission, their vision, and what they're trying to do so that our communities are healthier and harmonious at the same time. So that, when I say healthy, I think it's physical, mental, and spiritual. Yeah. That's what we're striving at with whatever we do with Asha Kiran.
Yeah, whole person thing.
Yes, holistic. So that's the reason we try to be with all religions, with all people, no discrimination. Not that we know of, we try to be as a human being, of course we do, we try to put that across everything, whether it's a plant or an animal, but we are dealing with human beings. So that's what we want to try to do.
Sure.
Show that, build that respect for that person.
Sure, and I would point out that when we talk about issues of diversity across dimensions, we're talking about race and ethnicity, we're talking about religion, but we're also talking about gender, we're talking about socioeconomic status, sexual orientation, disability. I mean, all these dimensions across which people differ, and there's opportunity for all of those people to coexist in a society where people have different values, different views, different beliefs, and still respect one another as they are. We don't ask people to become something other than what they feel comfortable being or becoming.
Yes.
We just simply say respect people and give them an opportunity. And this is exactly what Human Chain is. So if people want to know more about Human Chain, is there a website? Is there a Facebook presence? Is there someplace people can go to get information?
Well, the Facebook, Asha Kiran Online. Okay, and then our website is www.ashakiranonline.org.
Okay.
Okay, they can always call 256-509-1882. That's our hope line. It's a 24/7 hope line. We call it Asha line. And also they can email us at asha117, ASHA117 at ashakiranonline.org. Of course, we are on Facebook. We're not on Twitter yet. We're trying to get that going.
You'll get there.
Yes, we'll get there. But they can always find out from ashakiranonline.org what we are doing. And also, we have flyers. They can click on the flyer. It will be on our Facebook, on our website. They will know what county the Human Chain event is going to be.
Okay.
I'm going to actually send it to you so that you can put it on it.
And we'll definitely do that. Bhavani Kakani is founder and president of Asha Kiran. Thank you for all the great work that you do in this community.
Thank you for all that you do, Kenny. Thank you.
I want to thank you for being a part of our broadcast today, and we hope that you will come out and be a part of the Human Chain event. It takes place very soon now. Did we tell them the date?
September 27th.
Okay, September 27th.
Sunday.
That's actually a day after the big iFest.
Yes.
And so that's going to be a huge weekend. You can come out and be a part of iFest and experience 32 different nations. And then you can actually come out on the 27th and be a part of Human Chain, which supports a community collaboration and a show of solidarity against violence, domestic violence, but it also demonstrates the strength of people coming together who are different and affirms people's value and just simply says that we need to respect others wherever they are. We hope that you'll take full advantage of this information, and we'll be pushing this information out too on our Impact with Kenny Anderson Facebook page, which we hope that you'll like. I'm Kenny Anderson, as always, delighted to have had this opportunity to share this information with you. We'll talk again soon.